Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe if you want to. You don't have to do it before we start, you can do it at the end if you like the video. So let's just get started. Today I'm going to talk about free time in university in general and in Durham. So the first thing I want to talk about is what I would say is the 3 kinds of pastimes. So obviously there's like societies and all of that. I say I didn't get involved, but when I write on my CV what I did first year, I'd say I did get involved, but it was more like volunteer stuff. I didn't really do societies and sports. It just wasn't something I was interested in. So this is the 3 ways I spent my time when I wasn't working. So you've got drinking, reading, and with friends where you just chill, which I did most nights. But something that's different in uni to school is you spend so much time with your friends, like 24/7. I didn't even live with my friends, but I just went around there all the time. So that's something that's really nice and really helps with like homesickness and things. I think that's a great addition that uni life comes with, that you can just hang around with your friends whenever. And I think take advantage of that, because personally I don't struggle to make friends. Like I can make the first move, but when the friendship starts getting like a proper friendship, I sometimes doubt myself and maybe distance myself because I'm like, oh, they're not gonna like me anymore. I don't know why. So when my friends were like asking me to come hang out and things, I was like, no. I just didn't want to, because I thought if they saw me outside of the course, I don't want to burden anybody with my presence. So I would like not for a while, but then they just kept pushing. So then I would go hang around and watch TV and, you know, just go to the shops or something fun. And then by the end, they probably regretted they invited me because I was there all the time.
Just want to point out, because I feel like it's quite a vital part that I've missed out of that section, is that once I did start hanging around, like once I got over that barrier of like, oh no, if they see me more often they won't like me, once I did like get over that and start hanging around with them, I had a really great time, and you get closer, and it's just like you just have to overcome the first thing. I'm super grateful that I had the friends I had who kept pushing to hang around with me even when I was always like, now.
But yeah, it's definitely different, and I think if you are like me and you feel like that, don't, because if someone's inviting you, then they're gonna want to spend time with you. It's just logic. So that was what I enjoyed most, was just chill nights. You don't have to do anything, you just watch TV. I mean, we were literally so close to applying for Gogglebox because I think we well practiced, because I struggled with friends a lot at the beginning of uni. So another thing I did was read all the time, and reading is good because it allows you to escape situations, but sometimes it can get a bit obsessive and you don't want to end up not in the real world. So for example, I read 10 books in a week, which wasn't good for my bank or my social standing. But I feel like reading is good to separate yourself from the world, and it's perfect in exam time, just as a study break or something. And I do love to read, like I still read like crazy, but I think if you find you're reading to escape from things, maybe you need to put yourself out a bit more, or maybe speak to somebody about it, because books shouldn't be your only friend. But it's okay, I've been there, I'm not judging you, but I do think reading's great as well. And then another way to spend free time is drinking, which me and my friends did a lot in second term. We would go out to clubbing maybe like 3 times a week, because we worked really hard on our assignments, and then we had this time at the end of the term to go out so much. And I think it's great, like going out clubbing is fun, but I don't think overdoing the drink is that great either. So as much as I went wild in second term, I didn't really in first term, but second term I went wild. We'd get absolutely hammered every time we went out. And then I think drinking's good and it's fun, but if you're doing it all the time, you just feel rotten the next day. And I also think you have to be careful when you drink not to overdo it, because there were lots of situations this year that were quite dramatic and quite like life-changing. I had like the worst scars from nights out, and then there was other drama that like affected friendships on nights out and all this stuff, which would have been avoided if you would just chill and stayed inside with your friends and just had a nice night. So I think as well as going out and having a good time, you do have to be careful that you're not getting into situations that would be so much easily avoided if you weren't going out and drinking. Just be sensible. And then you've also got extracurriculars. So personally, when I was struggling with friends, everybody was like, join a society. So the societies I did was, I did the Ball Decoration Society, I did the college welfare, I did the college charity, and then I'd also say course rep was extracurricular, and did Durham Mines as well. Durham Mines I actually really enjoyed. Oh, I also did like afternoon tea, volunteering in RT projects. Like, I did a lot of volunteering as well. Durham Mines I thought was really good. There were so many events that you can like speak at and enjoy, so I really liked that one. Personally, I didn't think joining a sports society was for me, because I just felt a bit self-conscious doing that if I wasn't as good as other people. But I think as well, you have to push your boundaries. Personally for me, I felt I was happy and content without joining societies. But if you're not doing something just because you're nervous about it, try push your boundaries. And I know that's so difficult, but it will help you so much in the long run. Yeah, when everybody was like to me, join societies, for me that wasn't the answer. But definitely if you're still struggling, maybe join a society. Just, there's so many societies you can do, and it'll just help you in the long run. And finally, the area in Durham. So the area I didn't really know before I went there. Had I have known the area that well, I may not have gone to Durham, because the shops are so tiny and the hills are so steep. It was definitely a shock, but I think it's worth it now. It's pretty now and I really like it, but yeah, maybe get to know the area a bit more. For example, I love walking, thank God, but if I really hated walking, I would have dropped out in Durham in the first week. So make sure you check out the area, visit it. If you have chosen it and you haven't checked the area out, don't worry, neither had I, and I survived. That is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below any questions you have, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Wait, is that the end of this video? No, not at all. This is literally the 5th video I filmed in a row. My legs have cramp. You're gonna get cramp. Cramp. Something just squeaked. Something's squeaking in my room. Okay. I'm so scared. Okay, we're gonna sit on the bed. My heart is beating so fast.